Let me ask you something. Do you wake up exhausted? Do you hit the snooze button every morning? How many cups of coffee do you need before you can even think? Do you sleep 8 hours, if you're lucky, and still feel tired? Do you stay up scrolling because it's finally quiet at night? Do you tell yourself, I'll catch up on sleep this weekend? How many of those did you answer yes to? If you did, tonight's episode's for you. Who said, I'll sleep when I'm dead? Who taught us that sleep is underproductive? That is something we squeeze in. After everything else is finished, then we'll sleep. But what if that's backwards? What if some of the most important work your body ever does happens while you're asleep? Welcome, beautiful souls, to the Backroad Star. For years, I wasn't a good sleeper. I had my personal phone beside the bed, my work phone beside the bed, an iPad on the pillow. The television was usually on. I'd finally lay down, then pick up my phone. Then I'd turn the TV back on. Then I'd get up for something to drink. Then I'd check one more notification. Let me guess, you've done it too. I never actually settled. I didn't have a bedtime routine. I just crashed when I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. Then every morning I'd wake up exhausted. I honestly thought something was wrong with me before I started looking for another prescription or another supplement or another answer. And definitely before I approached my doctor for answers, I realized I needed to get back to a healthy baseline. So maybe my habits were the problem? You know, around here, we'll measure rainfall down to the 10th of an inch. We'll check the radar 2 or 3 times a day. We'll know exactly where the dry line is. We'll know if there's a chance of severe weather before we have breakfast. But we rarely stop to wonder what our own bodies are doing. We take it for granted. Every single night while we're asleep, our bodies are working. Then I learned something that completely changed how I look at sleep. Sleep isn't just one long period where your body shuts off. It's actually the opposite. While you're asleep, your body is incredibly busy. Your brain is organizing memories, your immune system is working, your hormones are regulating, your tissues are repairing. Your body is literally working the night shift. We've all heard the phrase, sleep cycles. But do you actually know what that means? I didn't. Not really. Most of us move through 4 to 6 sleep cycles every night. Each one lasts about 90 to 110 minutes. Some stages are important for physical repair. Some help process emotions. Some organize memories. Some are when we dream. Every stage has a purpose. Then I started wondering, how many of mine had I been interrupting? A work call, a crying baby, stress, getting up to use the restroom, a loud noise, a television, my phone, even my own habits. Every interruption pulls us out of those cycles. And when we finally fall back asleep, our brain has to start working its way back through the stages again. It starts at ground zero. It doesn't pick up where it left off. It made me stop and think, how many nights had I spent in bed without ever really giving my body the uninterrupted time it needed to do its job? No wonder I woke up feeling like I never really slept. What I eventually found was this. Our bodies love rhythm. They love consistency. If your circadian rhythm gets completely out of balance, sometimes the answer isn't finding another sleep aid. Sometimes it's simply giving your body a routine again. Can I tell you exactly what time you should go to bed? No. Everyone's life is different. Everyone's rhythm is different. But I can tell you what finally worked for me. So maybe you can look at your evenings and see what might work for you. About an hour before bed, the TV goes off. The phones get put away on chargers. The screens are done. Then I take a shower. I always joke that I'm washing off the day. But after a few weeks, something amazing happened. My body started recognizing the shower. It became a signal, hey, we're done. It's time to rest. I didn't realize how much my body wanted consistency until I finally gave it some. It wasn't magic. It wasn't a supplement. It wasn't another gadget. It was simply teaching my body that it was finally safe to slow down. My mornings change too. I wake up around the same time every day. Most mornings, my alarm is just the backup. Before I even get out of bed, I drink water. Water before coffee, right? Then I'm up, brush my teeth. Then I wander into the living room where my yoga mat is waiting. Some mornings I practice yoga there. Other mornings I grab my camera and I head out to watch a sunrise. Either way, I begin my morning with ease instead of chaos. And I'll tell you something. I never thought I'd be the person saying that. There was a time in my mornings looked completely different, utter chaos. I was running through the house, trying to get everyone up, trying to get everyone dressed, trying to get everyone out the door, trying to get to work on time. If my daughter is listening to this, honey, I'm so sorry I caused you so much morning anxiety. Back then, I thought rushing was just a part of life. Now I've realized how we begin our mornings often sets the tone for the rest of our day. I wish I could go back and do that over. Morning light matters too. Our bodies were designed to recognize light. That early sunlight tells your internal clock, it's morning, it's time to begin the day. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is simply step outside and let the sunrise remind your body that today has begun. Go on the patio, sip your coffee there. Whatever you need to do and whatever works for you, one decision at a time. So, what finally clicked for me? Mel Robbins. She was talking about the snooze button on a podcast one morning. I'll admit, I'd never really thought about the snooze button before. When your alarm goes off, your body begins waking up. Your brain starts becoming alert. Your body temperature begins to rise. Hormones begin preparing you for the day. Your body says, good morning. Then we hit snooze. We roll over. We close our eyes. We drift back to sleep. And our brain starts settling into another sleep cycle, only to have another alarm interrupt it in 10 minutes. That sleep cycle was supposed to last 90 to 110 minutes. And we do it again. And we do it again. And we wonder why we wake up feeling groggy. Why we need 2, 3, 4 cups of coffee just to feel awake. That was me for years. I honestly thought coffee was waking me up. Looking back, coffee was helping me survive. Habits were exhausting me, and I never realized it. Now, does that mean you should never hit snooze? No, life happens. Some nights are harder than others, but I do think it's worth asking ourselves, how often have we been confusing exhaustion with a routine we've never questioned? Sometimes the biggest changes in our lives don't come from doing something extraordinary. Sometimes they come from finally understanding the ordinary things we've been doing every single day. Now, I understand that not everyone can sleep 8 perfect hours. Life isn't always that simple. Some seasons we're just surviving. I've lived those seasons too. As a single mom, there were no weekends off. No one tapped in so I could tap out. I worked because I had to. I kept going because there wasn't another option. And if that's where you are today, I want you to hear me. This isn't about guilt. It's about grace. It's about doing the best you can with the season that you're in. But eventually, survival isn't where we want to stay. Looking back, I realized something that still hurts. My children were never the problem. The evenings we spent together weren't the problem. My home life wasn't the problem. It was everything that happened before I got home. By the time I walked through the front door, they didn't get the best version of me. They got what was left of me. Maybe you felt that too. Maybe your spouse gets what's left. Maybe your children get what's left. Maybe your friends and other family members, they get what's left. Or maybe at the end of the day, there isn't anything left for you. That's not because you're weak. It's because you've been running on empty all day for far too long. So this week, don't try to become a perfect sleeper. Don't buy another gadget. Seriously, have you seen the blue light blocking glasses you can actually fall asleep wearing? Don't chase another miracle. Don't drop a couple of thousand on a new mattress yet. Just choose one habit. Turn your phone off 30 minutes earlier. This one was big for me. Putting them on the charger on the other side of the room or in my office or even in the bathroom made a big difference. I took baby steps. I'm not going to lie. I felt like I needed my phone next to me. Wake up with your first alarm. If it's on your cell phone and it's across the room, you have to get up to turn it off. Don't go back to bed. Don't break that promise with yourself. Don't start your day off like that. Just one habit, 1 week. Notice how your body responds. Because sometimes healing doesn't begin with a dramatic life change. Sometimes it begins with one small decision, repeated consistently. Our culture tells us to keep pushing, drink another cup of coffee, sleep later, keep grinding. But your body was designed differently. Every night your heart keeps beating, your lungs are breathing, your brain is organizing, your immune system keeps protecting you, your body keeps repairing itself without asking for recognition, without taking a night off. Maybe sleep isn't wasted time. Maybe it's one of the greatest gifts we've forgotten how to receive. So tonight, when you lay your head on your pillow, remember this. Your body is about to clock in for the night shift. Let it do the work it was beautifully designed to do. And remember, you are loved, you are safe, you are protected, you are worthy, and I believe in you, always.